Ya estamos a sábado y empiezan las carreras.
We are talking about Jorge Prado, the Premier Class MXGP champion from 2023 to 2024, is making his 450 class Supercross debut, at least the official debut. Last year he raced a couple of races to get his feet wet. Now he's committed to the US indoors and outdoors. He's made his ambitions pretty clear. He wants to be a champion in really what is undeniably the premier series of all off-road motorcycle racing, Monster Energy Supercross. And that is the question. Jorge Prado, obviously from Europe, very minimal Supercross experience, an obvious badass outdoors, but what is his ceiling? It's kind of an unknown question. There's been previous European riders that made the move from MXGP over, Marvin Muscan, Ken Roxon, and Dylan Ferrandis. I'm pretty sure he raced at MXGP, but neither of those riders have a Supercross title. I would say it's almost undeniable that Jorge Prado is going to be a Supercross race winner. He won a heat race last year. He's already proved that he can do it. He can adapt more quickly than a typical MXGP rider is able to. He talked about enjoying it. There has been examples of, I believe Tim Geiser one year came over for the Monster Energy Cup, tried it, didn't have a good experience, has literally not been back since. It's just, you're racing against people that have pretty much grown up on Supercross track. And yeah, the setup is different and just the riding is different. It's like Supercross is really its own thing. You're racing what is essentially a pump track on a motorcycle. The good part, Jorge Prado obviously is a stud. I love seeing him come over. It's exciting. It's almost beyond question that he's going to be a race winner. And the unknown and where it gets interesting is with the current field, how stacked the top, the 450 class is he going to be able to win an overall Supercross title? Because to do so, you got to go through who is arguably one of, if not the future GOAT, Jet Lawrence. You got his badass brother, Hunter Lawrence. Then you got the fan favorite, everybody loves him, Eli Tomac. You got Jason Anderson, Cooper Webb, the Junkyard Dog. Not to mention you got Danger Boy Deegan moving up this outdoor season. It's never been more competitive. The era of eras in Supercross is kind of over because people no longer have that expiration date like they did before. Can he win in outdoors? I would say it's more likely than in indoors. I think if you were a odds maker, it is going to be very, very challenging for Jorge Prado to win a Premier Class Supercross title. Jet Lawrence is just a problem for everybody. Take him out of the equation, his chances would probably double overnight. But Jet Lawrence is an issue. He's a freak of nature. What else can you say? He's, arguably the future GOAT. We're not there yet. That's controversial. But so that's the big question. I believe he's going to be a race winner. Can he win the Supercross title? Boy, I think it's going to be really challenging. He just has dramatically less experience doing it. It's also, I would say, not necessarily a controversial take that the Kawasaki is probably not quite the best bike out there. Typically, consensus seems to suggest that it is Honda, the CRF, and the Yamaha YZ is the two best of the best. And when you look at the results sheet, it certainly isn't surprising based on they have won the majority of the titles for the past however many years. So dude is a badass, great personality, super likable. It's just to get a two-time MXGP winner coming over at the height of his career. This is not him starting to kind of wash out and come over. I don't know if this has ever happened before. I'm certainly not aware of it. It's not great for MXGP, that's for sure, but it's fantastic if you're an American fan or just a fan of Supercross because, this is the baddest dudes on the planet on a dirt bike fighting each other. You know, we got Australia, we got US, we got Spain, we got other ones that I'm not remembering. But on to the bad. As an indication of just how tough Supercross is, word on the street is Jorge Prado has already got a small injury, I would assume, in the process of prepping for Supercross. Word is, at least, it's not confirmed. For some reason, they like this weird secrecy thing. I really don't know why they do it. Word is that he is probably gonna miss A1, and yeah, it's just, once again, it shows this is the toughest sport in the world. Hopefully he makes A1, and yeah, it's awesome to see Jorge Prado over here. He's a badass, two-time MXGP winner, and let's see what he can do against the big boys.